Jujutsu Kaisen, the Culling game, Part 1, Episode 11. A lot of stuff happens in this episode. As far as the Megami fight goes, it was really good in the beginning, and the way that it finishes out, it just feels okay in my opinion. So we get to see what Megami's domain expansion is. It's pretty much like the inside of his own shadow, which is actually pretty cool. But I feel like a part of this gets spoiled away whenever it turns into this weight off. Megami has this ton of weight thrown on him by Reggie, and in return, Reggie gets a giant elephant thrown on top of him. That's a big part where I'm just like, this is not great at all. If it couldn't get any worse, Reggie does get killed by Megami, but it's done in a fashion where Megami doesn't get enough credit. Everything just feels like a waste at this point. Getting killed by a dog that was off screen is something else. In a way, I'm not mad at all. I wasn't exactly a big fan of Reggie. It's really got to do with the appearance with all the receipts. It almost looks like he's trying to roleplay as a bird. He was a nice enough guy to leave Megami all of his points. Okay, moving on. I got two more things to talk about. Something we get to see is Megami actually passes out and the angel begins to come, which is one of the people that they needed to find. So something crazy could be happening in this next episode. The last thing is pretty much like our big finale. Looks like Yuta is about to go just wild, looking like some fearsome foes, some crazy abilities, even a cockroach where conditions need to be met in order to get it to activate. I'm just expecting some crazy stuff, either in this last episode or into the next season. I do apologize if I'm coming off as a hater. I'm just not one of these hardcore super fans that are really deep into lore. I watch a lot of shows, and I do enjoy the quality of Jujutsu Kaisen, but I will say, yet again, I'm not really in love with a lot of the characters here. They're great, and they all have their own uniqueness. It's just there's no one I can really comfortably say that I have like a likeness to. Even without that, I do feel very fine in saying this is still a really great series. It's just if you're not exactly the biggest, hugest super fan of all time, you may get lost from time to time. They do a lot of over explaining, and it is especially catering to the readers, which is pretty perfect in my opinion. With all that out of the way, I rate this episode a 9.2. We're getting ready to actually come to a closure on the first course, which this is going to be split up. So 12 episodes, we're going to wait a while, and then they should continue on. I've really got some big expectations coming into this next episode, so hopefully they don't let me down. I'm being a bit harsher just because this is a triple A production. I want to know what you guys' thoughts are on Jujutsu Kaisen, the Culling game, Part 1, Episode 11. Hope you guys stay safe, and until next time, peace out, guys.